Another day, man. Happy New Year. This is the first New Year's I ain't never drank. You feel me? I ain't never drank this New Year's, bro. Ah, man. It was a crazy goddamn year, bro. A crazy goddamn year. And it's still crazy. I think like 2021 is going to be worse. 2021 is going to be worse, and because there's more evictions showing up. There's more, you know, jobs being going to be lost in 2021. It's going to be a hell of a fucking goddamn year this year. You feel me? It's going to be a hell of a year. We already got people out here acting hella violent. Look at the bomber motherfucker. You could tell he was a straight up incel. The that one bomber that blew up that motherfucking goddamn shit over there in Nashville. This motherfucker, you could tell he was incel out of his goddamn mind. You know? That's what happens, man, when you have a lack of women in your life. If he would have been getting pussy and shit, or getting love or whatever from a woman, or intimacy at least, he wouldn't have been blowing up shit, bruh. See what I'm saying? He wouldn't have been blowing up shit. You know, Facing LMS said this on his live stream. He was just like, the lack of intimacy can like drive you nuts and shit, bro. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest. It can. A lack of intimacy from females can, you know, drive you to the point of insanity, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It will make you bitter. It'll make you lash out. I told you a while back, bro, that a lack of pussy in a man's life can fucking drive him insane. It will drive you in like to insanity. You see what I'm saying? Y'all don't hear me though. Y'all don't hear me though. It's true, bro. A lack of intimacy in your life can fucking drive you to the point of insanity. It'll make you want to fight people. When you see couples, in the public, you know what I'm saying, getting intimacy, see what I'm saying, kissing each other, hugging each other, see what I'm saying, being loved by somebody. Let me tell you, if that bomber would have had a wife and some kids, you think he would have been like bombing somebody, blood? He was just some weird, deranged dude that just could not fit well into society, bruh. And that's what happens when you get by yourself and you become a loner. And as you age, it gets harder and harder to make friends. It gets harder and harder to be compatible with females too. See what I'm saying? It gets harder to like reach out to people. Some saying you get stuck in your ways. It all starts at the age of 30. It was for some reason at the age of 30 or after the age of 30, it gets harder and harder to make friends for some reason. I know it was harder for me to make friends. Okay? I haven't made a new friend after age 30. When I was in my 20s, dude, I was making friends all over the place. I was making friends all over the place. You see what I'm saying? I was making friends here and there. You know, I'll be calling people up, trying to hang out with them all the time. I was a Tyrone Light in my 20s, bro. You know what I'm saying? As you get older, you get older and older. The looks don't really go away. You don't become butt ugly or nothing. It's just you start having, these little details, on your body because you're aging. And we females, they recognize details. You know what I'm saying? They look at details. They can see if you got good skin or not. Okay, they can tell if you're graying up or whatever. Of course you can see the gray. You know what I mean? I started graying in my like my mid 30s. I started to gray up, and now every year that goes by, I got more and more gray hairs popping up. I got gray hairs on my balls now. They starting to pop up on my balls. That come from living life, bruh. You know, that comes from living life. You know, and I haven't had. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't had any real live intimacy where a female cared for me in years. The last girlfriend I had, I lived with her. You know, we stayed in a house together. And when it was time to go our own way, man, it was time to go our own way. There was no discussing anything, even though I did try to discuss stuff with her, you know, but I realized that things are never going to be the same between me and her. Now, it's been 3 years since I had any type of like intimacy from a female, like where a female just cared about me and cared about my well being and shit. The other chick I was fucking, I couldn't like, compare with her. I mean, I couldn't um um I just couldn't reach her, you know what I'm saying? Even though I tried to reach her and try to be more intimate and be in a relationship. Of course I wanted some pussy, you know what I'm saying? Some fucking always in your face pussy, some consistent pussy. You know, that's what I wanted, man. But I couldn't pair bond with this female because she done had too many motherfuckers, blood. You can't pair bond with a female if she's too old. There's no such thing as pair bonding. I don't care what no pickup artist or any dating coach say. It's like you can't pair bond with a female that been ran through by Chad, Tyrone, Carlos, and Chang. You know what I'm saying? You just can't. She don't have those. See, the thing is, this female, she probably got like a bunch of semen inside of her from all them other dudes, bruh. All them goddamn souls inside of her. See what I'm saying? Us men, we could pair bond still after a certain age, bruh. You see what I'm saying? Like that bomber that bombed, you know, that one spot, blood, you know, he probably just was a loner, bruh. Weird, odd. I tell you niggas, don't get by yourself. You start becoming weird and odd. Whatever is cool to you is not cool to them females and everybody else. Okay? You start losing touch with like what's cool, what's hip. I advise some of you motherfuckers, if you want to start dating some of these young women, you better be listening to pop radio at least once a week to see what's hot out there, bro. I'm telling you, I'm gonna start turning on my pop radio in the car every now and then, just so I can see who's hot, what's the new songs and shit. So that way, me and abroad, we can have something to talk to. I mean, talk about. I mean, see what I'm saying? Like I remember doing Uber, right? And I used to always have pop radio playing, you know, just so, the customers can feel welcome inside my car. And I used to like listen to all the songs that were coming out, the new songs and new pop songs. The girl got that girl Halsey and what she was coming out with Justin Bieber, Major Lazer, you know what I'm saying? All these like pop stars and stuff like that. If I would have never ever turned on the radio and started listening to that stuff while I was driving Uber, I would have never known what was out there, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I would have never had nothing to talk about with these young females. Now, see, the thing is, I haven't listened to pop radio and I don't know how long, maybe like a year. So I'm gonna peep back in and see what's going on with the new music and shit like that, man. Because you can get old really, really quickly. Let me tell you, you can get old really, really quickly, and you'll start becoming very, very odd to these females, to these young females. Okay, you can't be inside your bubble. You gotta fucking see what's new up out there when you dating young women. Cause I remember I was talking to this young chick like 22 years old. Okay, she was nice looking and stuff, and I was doing Uber. I was taking her to her house and shit. And we had something to talk about because me and her we started talking about some pop star. I forgot who we were talking about, but I knew about the pop star and stuff, man, and she knew about the pop star too, and I knew the details and who the pop star was dating and shit. Okay, so it's good to stay up on game. It's good to like get out there and like turn on pop music, you know, turn on pop radio and see what's out there, so that way you can have something to talk to or talk about with these young females that you date. Cause some dudes they just don't know how to connect with the young females, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you know all the new hits that's on the radio, if you know all the new artists that's coming out or whatever, or all the new artists that's out or whatever, all the old artists that's in or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like you you have something to talk about with these young females. Mm, you know. So, but at the same time, dude, it's like, bruh, I remember when I was with my ex girlfriend. Okay, we was together for a long time. Like we were on and off for like what, 10 years, or maybe 12 years on and off, something like that. And you know, and ever since then, dude, I haven't had any intimacy in my life, like for real, for real. And I'm gonna be honest, I miss intimacy. I miss being in a relationship. But these females out here, they're too, you know, um, they too picky and shit. I've been ghosted, and I have gotten sex. Don't get me wrong, I have gotten sex within that last 3 years. Okay, and it hasn't been a whole lot of sex, but I got some sex. But um, it's hard to find some goddamn consistent pussy around here nowadays, bro. It really is. It's really hard to like find a female that's gonna ride or die with you, bro. All these females think that they all stars. The other day I was trying to get this girl's number at the 7-Eleven. They just hired her, right? And I walk up to her and try to get her number, And then she changed her mind on me. She didn't want to give me her number. She gonna give me her fucking Instagram. And I was like, what? So that was my last straw, man, right there. I wasn't gonna try to pursue her anymore. And she got the nerve to tell me, see, I'm popular. And I was like, what? Bitch, you only got like 1,000 followers or something like that. Or maybe like 300 followers, something like that. And I was like, you're not popular. You don't got a whole lot of followers. Even if you had like 1,000 followers, that's not a lot. That's not even average. Okay? It's just like it makes it hard to find intimacy when these females are so goddamn full of themselves and making. That's why I come in with the nags, bro. I clown these hoes, bro. So it's like I miss intimacy with a female. I ain't gonna lie. I'm human, just like everybody else, bro. Even some of the hardest, like drug dealers and street motherfuckers need a boo. You feel me? You need somebody to love them. And I'm kind of missing that now, man. I'm kind of missing the intimacy, the loving, the rubbing, the caressing, the touching. You know what I'm saying? You get to a point where you like, man, does anybody love me and shit? Now, the other night I was with a female that was crazy. She tried to fucking like choke me to death. And I said, no, thank you. I left. I don't want to be around that broad. She was crazy. I'm not going to settle for a crazy broad just because I'm like wanting some intimacy and shit. See what I'm saying? And then you get used to like being by yourself and shit. It's just hard, but it's hard being by yourself. See what I'm saying? I remember I was in and out of relationships all the time when I was younger. And social media showed up, it destroyed everything. Dude, you gotta be a privileged motherfucker to have a girlfriend nowadays, especially over here in the Bay Area, bro. And I'm afraid anywhere in this country, I would probably have better luck, but it'd probably be the same shit all over this country, bro. Where you cannot keep a girlfriend or a constant pussy around. You see, if I was Chad or Tyrone, if I was a Tyrone, then, you know, I would get constant sex all the time. Like my friend, he's a fucking goddamn Chad, bruh. Okay? He's Arabic Chad. He gets pussy all the time. Even when there's a pandemic right now, he's still getting pussy. And I'm like, God damn, dude. So I'm saying he gets way more pussy than I do. He gets like probably like 5 times as much as pussy as I do. It's like I went out of style once the dating app showed up, bro. And these females swear they got options, but yet I see the same bitches on them dating sites every time I get up on there. You know, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy the way things are right now. The dating market is screwed up. These females automatically they be in your pocket when you meet these females. And I'm like, if I had money, I wouldn't spend it on you. You're not an 8, 9, or a 10. I wouldn't break bread with you. Like the bitch I was talking to the other night, the Thailand bitch, right? She got all sassy with me and shit, talking about I don't care about her. I'm like, bitch, I never was in a relationship with your fat ass because I wanted to see this bitch's titties. I was like, let me see your tits. Just let me see, flash them. Because sometimes I ask her to flash her tits, and I want to see them tits. She went like, let me see your dick first, and I was like, hey, that's not what I asked you. So I'm saying, I asked you to show your titties first. Don't be giving me no motherfucking, this and that. You know what I mean? what can I say, bruh? What can I say? It's been a hell of a year. You know, I'm human. Kelcat human, man. I need love too, bruh. See what I'm saying? We all need love, blood. You know what I'm saying? And when you got females acting like they tens around you when they really fours, it's become really draining at the end of the day, bro. It's just times are not like what they used to be, bro. Where females were really out there looking for love, and you were looking for love and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Females wasn't so quick to like move on before social media. Nowadays, social media, you make one mistake, they're gone. You see what I'm saying? And that makes it hard on you. You're like, man, I can't get no consistent pussy around here. Because these females think they think they deserve better and shit than you. You know? I want intimacy. I want love in my life. I want companionship. And it's a shame that you gotta self-improve and get money and status just so you can get a girlfriend, bro. Just so you can get a woman. Society don't give a fuck about us, blood. The elites don't give a fuck about us. And it shows. That fucking bomber, that guy who blew up uh um downtown, I keep forgetting the name of the city. Oh, Nashville. Okay, downtown Nashville. It's like, dude, the guy was lonely, bud. You think if he would have had a wife, you think he would have been blowing shit up? When the last time you seen a bomber or a motherfucker who got blown to bits by his own bomb, or when the last time you seen a crazy maniac, with a wife, like he had a wife at home or some shit like that, and they talked to his wife. I don't know why he would bomb this shit. That shit would never happen. It's because this motherfucker was being deprived of it, of intimacy from females, bruh. Let me tell you, intimacy from females, it keeps you calm. It keeps you, something to live for. It gives you something to live for. Hold on one second. It keeps you, it gives you something to live for, bruh. You know, when you got females always ghosting you, always playing little games and shit, not taking you seriously. You know what I'm saying? You can't get a date. Oh, crazy, bro. It does. I'm not gonna lie, blood. It does. It make you want to go out and hurt somebody. Don't quote me on that. I'm not trying to hurt nobody, but a lack of intimacy in your life will make you a fucking bomber, blood. Look at that guy. That guy was lonely like a motherfucker. Okay, he was lonely like a motherfucker. Probably couldn't even get a date. He probably was up on them date naps at nighttime, swiping away. He was old and he didn't have no money. Okay, he was living in an RV. Okay, that shows that he didn't have no money. But there's some homeless guys that got wives out there. Um, There's some homeless guys that got wives and shit, bruh. They out there homeless together. But you know what? She's a real one though. So I'm saying, you know, she's a real one. To death do us part. Death do us part. I saw a guy who was on some of these homeless YouTube channels or something. He was homeless with his wife. Okay, you think he would be going out there? Wife. Okay, you think he would be going out there blowing some shit up? She was old like he was. Okay, but whatever. He got some type of intimacy in his life. Suicide bomber, entire downtown of Nashville. Okay, this guy, he needs some love, blood. Let me tell you, if he's something like not getting females' attention, it makes them violent. I'm telling you. Look at the way animals act. You feel me? Look at her. Sometimes they get, if on nature shows or whatever. There were two friend lions, right? So the one lion, he said, "I'm going first." So he'll go in there and mate with her for a couple of days, and then get his rocks off, and then leave. And then the other lion, he'll go and mate too. Like he spent 2 days, but they take turns. Okay, they are a stranger to each other. Okay, come across one female. They're gonna fight, and that's how we are as humans, love. We got that animalistic inside of us, bruh, because we are a species. You know what I'm saying? We're not animals, but we can act like animals, though. You see what I'm saying? We can act like animals because we got the emotions. We got that mad, confused, sad, angry. We got all those emotions and shit like animals do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that dude who blew up downtown Nashville, that dude needed some love, man. He was by himself, homeless, living in a RV. See what I'm saying? And he wasn't getting no pussy, but that's why he had all that time to build a bomb. You could tell when a nigga ain't getting no pussy, man. He had a year. He was building a fucking goddamn bomb for a year, bruh. He went downtown and blew up, Nashville downtown. Okay, you think he would have did that if he had a wife or if he had female intimacy on a regular basis? I don't think so, bruh. Men need intimacy, bruh. It don't matter who you are. You don't have to get married to get it. You can be in a short-term relationship for about 6 months. You still got intimacy in your life right there, bruh. You need some female to come along and stroke your ego every now and then. You need that, bro. You need attention from females, no matter what you say. Just look at the suicide bomber, bro. He had no wife. He had he had no children. He was weird, awkward. This proves that all men need intimacy. It doesn't matter who you are, bro. If you're missing intimacy in your life, or even attention. See, thing is, you can go on just attention from females. Okay, that keeps you alive. See, thing is, out here where I live at, I get attention from females, but I don't get intimacy around here, mainly because of the coronavirus. Okay, but I don't get intimacy because there's a lack of women around here too. It ain't just the coronavirus. There's a lack of uh you know, women around here, single women. I just was involved with a few women just recently. So that does something with my ego. It strokes my ego to be able to go out on dates and to be able to go out and get intimacy for females. So I'm saying to be wanted by females. When you have not a care in the world where you get 100% no's in your life from females, not no female out here checking for you at all, not even your face match. It makes you insane, blood. When you get all these no's from, like, come on, man. I was not a happy camper when I was overweight, bug, because I had so much rejection. I faced so much rejection in a year, bro. See what I'm saying? I faced so much rejection. You know, all men need intimacy. We need that, bro. We're human. See what I'm saying? We're only human. See what I'm saying? Either intimacy or attention from females. If you're getting hated everywhere you go by females, if females are looking at you like you disgust me, and every female's fucking telling you that you're ugly or they're giving you bad vibes and they just telling you that you're just you're nothing, it just puts you in a bad mood. Like, dude, sometimes I face rejection throughout the day and I get pissed off like a motherfucker, bro. That makes me fucking mad when I one day I didn't get no attention from females. Even though I try not to base my value off of females' attention, okay? But it you cannot help it. See, some dudes who get attention from females, they can say that. They can say, well, you're trying to base your value off of females. But yet they getting validation all the time. So it's easy for you to say, bro, but when you ain't getting no validation from females, when you getting nothing from females, that puts you in a bad, angry, bitter mood, bro. It does. It makes you angry. Find a girlfriend or not cop a girlfriend. You get all these like flings and shit every now and then. When you a normie, you get like what, once every like 3 or 4 months you get a fling or something. But you get a bunch of these no's and shit. It just makes you angry then when you in the public, blood, you you see these couples walking around and holding hands and you ain't getting none. It's like, man, really? I can't have that. So I'm saying, and some of these MGTOW guys, man, a lot of them been hurt. A lot of them been, in relationships and married and shit. Some are MGTOWs. Some are incel, posing to be MGTOWs and shit. You know what I mean? But after a while, blood, every single man needs intimacy. Every single man needs love. Every single man needs kindness, or attention from female. You know what I'm saying? Every man need this, blood. You know, if every man need, if every man had this on the earth, bruh, there would be no fucking, hardly no violence. See what I'm saying? Hardly no violence. Every man needs some type of love. Every man needs uh, some companionship. Doesn't have to be marriage. Okay, we don't have to get married to get intimacy and love from females. We can get it just being in a relationship. That's all, bruh. When you ain't signing no paperwork. See what I'm saying? We could get it just being in a relationship. Every man will be in a relationship. How many dudes that are select men or whatever have been in relationships? See what I'm saying? Throughout their whole entire life. Not one single select man will go in his lifetime without a relationship, okay? Or a normie or whatever. Now, the incels, they are the ones who are not going to get relationships unless they got money because of their genetics. Okay. But if you a normie or a Chad or Tyrone, you're going to have a few relationships in your lifetime while you're living, man, while you're breathing. You're going to have this, man. You're going to have it. Every man needs attention, validation from females, man. It makes you feel good inside. Some motherfuckers, they, like I said before, they say, well, you base your value off of what women think. I'm like, okay, but how's your life though? Are you getting validation from females? Yes. Are you in relationships and getting intimacy from females? Yes. But well, you can't speak on that then. You can't speak on a man that's struggling to get intimacy from females. You can't speak on the fucking suicide bomber. You can't speak on him, bruh. You know who could speak on him? Us. People who been there before. People who was lonely, who couldn't get no fucking date, who was ready to fight all the time. I can speak on him because I've been in his shoes before, and I know what it's like to like get looked down upon by women, bruh. By fucking women who are like straight up just, bitter and shit. You know, I can understand where this guy's coming from. It was times where I wanted to like kill myself or I wanted to blow some shit up because I couldn't get any female validation. Like that year or year and a half that I was fat, that year and a half or whatever, I couldn't get any validation from females. Okay? I'm talking about the guy that bombed Nashville, man. I didn't get any validation from females at all. Zero. Zilch. Not one validation for like a year or year and a half or some shit like that. I just could not get any female to even give me attention, bruh. I couldn't get attention at all. That sucks. And I dropped the weight and now they act different now. I can see the difference in females' eyes the moment I dropped the weight. We all need intimacy, blood. We all need a constant flow of love in our life, man. A constant flow of love. You see, you know why Chaz and Tyrones are always in good moods and stuff? Why they're always positive? Why they're always having a good day? It's because women desire them, bruh. It makes your life a lot more pleasant when you are desired. My friend Chad, the Arabic Chad that I tell you guys about, he's always in a good mood, bruh. He has no problem getting women, bruh. No problem, none, zilch. He got no problem. It's basically he could reach out and get pussy anytime he almost feels like it. Like he can't go a month without getting some new draws handed to him. And every time I talk to him, he's like, "Hey, what's up, bro? Yeah, bro, man, let's go hang out, bro. Let's go get some pussy. Let's go get some bitches, bro." And I'm like, dude, you always in a good mood, man. You know what I'm saying? I never tell him that. I don't tell him that shit, but he's always in a positive, outgoing mood. He's always down to fucking go out to a bar and get bitches. He's always down for that. He's always in a really happy mood. Why? Because he gets validation. He gets pussy on the regular, on the reg. I'm gonna say it like a slang word. I'm gonna say the slang. He gets pussy on the regular, like it's regular, like it's normal to get pussy. Basically, he's always in threesomes, dude. He was showing me when he was in a threesome, and I'm like, look, man, don't show me your private parts, bruh. This fool was in a threesome with two women, bruh. They were doing 69 on each other, and he was in there from behind on the girl that was eating the other girl out on 60 doing 69 and shit like that. And he was sticking his dick inside her pussy while the other girl was licking his balls. And I'm like, dude, I don't want to see all this shit. So I'm saying, you know, and I'm like, damn, dude, it feels good to be in a goddamn Chad. It feels good to be a Tyrone. When you Tyrone, you get threesomes offered to you, bruh. So I'm saying, when you a Tyrone, you get threesomes offered to you. Let's see, what I almost had a threesome at one point in my life, but one was fat, one was the one I want to fuck. It didn't happen. We were supposed to meet up at a hotel. We planned to meet up at a hotel. The fat girl was gonna show up first, and I said, "Nah, I'll wait till both of you guys get there." And that didn't play out so well because they were trying to play me. I guess she was trying to get her homegirl laid, and they was gonna promise me a threesome. The other girl that I wanted to fuck, she didn't show up, so I didn't show up. So I'm saying, but that was when I was a younger guy though. I was offered a threesome when I was a younger guy. You see, I fucked two sisters. Okay, I was like 22, 23 years old, fucking two sisters, and then I fucked their friend that was associated with them. Okay, so I was a very good looking dude in my, from 20 to like 26, 27. Now even around that time, I was getting pussy thrown at me, bro. Thrown at me, thrown at me. And to this day, I still get a few offers. It's not like as much as it was when I was in my 20s, but I'm still getting offers from like women who are like around my age and shit. It ain't like at a fast pace like it was back in 2000 and fucking 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, where I was beating pussy up every single goddamn weekend, and I was getting females that wanted to be in a relationship with me and shit, and I was just ducking and dodging them and shit all the time because I didn't want them bitches to see me come out of my work. They'll be waiting out there after my work, and I'd be like, fuck. I would either be hiding out um, inside the club, or I would slip out the back door and jump into a friend's car to go home. Just to avoid the female that I wanted to pump and dump, and she was out there looking for me and shit. You see what I'm saying? But we all need intimacy, bro. That's something that we cannot escape. That's a want that we cannot ignore. You know, that's something that's inside of us to be intimate with females. So I'm saying, and when we don't get it, look at what happened. Look what happens when men don't get intimacy from females. They become suicide bombers. They start killing motherfuckers. So I'm saying, they act weird. I got dudes that are sexually starved around me. So I'm saying, and when I'm talking to a female, they're gladly like butt in big time. Okay, it's because they're sexually starved, bro. They're not getting their needs met. Okay, so they're gonna try to intrude in your business. Okay, this is the reason why I don't make friends around here. Too much hatred. You see what I'm saying? But we all know, like I said before, we all see what happens when a man doesn't get intimacy from female. When you're getting one no after the next. When you're not even getting fat women, bruh. You're not even getting the scraps. You're not getting scraps. You're not getting nothing. You just get nothing. You just get zero. Like Facing LMS said, when you are sub 5, you get nothing. Just like he said it. That's how he said it, just like that. When you are sub 5, it ain't like you get uh low quality scraps. It ain't like you getting leftovers. You get nothing. That's the way he said it, just like that. And that's real. When you are sub 5 as a dude, you get nothing. That does something to somebody, bro. A lot of like normies, okay, I'm a normie myself, but I understand what it is to be sub 5. A lot of normies can talk shit about sub 5 dudes, okay? But they don't know what it is to be like undesirable unless they were fat one time. Let a normie get fat. He'll see what it is to be sub 5. Because that when you're a 5 or a 6 as a guy, you get fat, you'll come down to a 3 big time. Big time. With no problem. Okay? With no fucking goddamn problem, bruh. And then there's a different world when you put on the weight. See, when you're younger, you put on the weight. You know, you can kind of get away with the overweightness when you're young. But when you're over 35 and you put on the weight, you can't get away with that. Nah, you over 35, over 40, you overweight too. Nah, you can't do that. See what I'm saying? You can't do that. But let some of these normies cross over, to like incel land. Some of these normies, like I did, you know what I'm saying? So I've been inside both worlds, but it's basically like night and day. When you're a normie, you get a few women paying attention to you. It's not a whole lot of women coming out your way, but there's a few women that will give you the time of day when you're a normie. Just a few, not a lot. It ain't like you got a bunch of women knocking down your door. This is the life of a normie. It ain't like you got like a ton of women ready to give you threesomes and blowjobs. No, that's for Chad and Tyrone. No, when you a normie, we can say that like I could say 1 out of 30 that the women that you approach, you might get 5 or 6 out of there, bro. Probably not even that. Probably like 2 out of 30, bro. So I'm saying 2 out of 30, you might get that. 1 out of 30, more like it. Or it could be 1 out of 50. It depends. It depends, on the normie. It could be 1 out of 100 of women that you approach. Okay, maybe 1 out of 200. It depends. It depends, but on the day, it depends on the normie. It depends. So I'm saying, but when you put on weight, that fat goes to your neck. It goes under your neck. It goes under your chin. Okay, fat. You get like a double chin. Okay, you get a beer gut. That's why I stopped drinking, because I don't want to go back to being overweight like that ever again. Um, it's just not a pretty scene, and you will get treated badly by women. They'll punish you for putting on that weight, bro. You'll get punished real quick. And women, you ain't got no power when you broke and fat at the same time. You ain't got no power, bro. You don't got no leverage nowhere. If you got a 6 pack and you in shape, you got some type of leverage, bro. So I'm saying. So like I said before, man, all men need intimacy, bro. All men need love, companionship. It does, like I said, it doesn't have to be marriage. It doesn't have to be marriage. But you need some intimacy. All men need it. Or we'll go crazy without that shit, bro. I'm telling you. Look at the suicide bomber over there in Nashville that blew up Nashville. Look at him, blood. You know what I'm saying? You think, like I said, You think he would have been doing that shit if he had a wife, something to live for? You know, I understand what it is to be sub five. That's why I can speak on this. See, all these other normies, all these guys who are like sixes and sevens and looks or whatever, they can't understand what it is to be sub five. They don't understand. They just don't. If they ain't never been fat, not out of shape and shit like that with double chins or whatever, they can't speak on it. They go, well, you're basing your value on what women think. It's easy for you to say, bro. Have you been undesirable before? Have you ever got like 100% nose in your face where you got like you couldn't get no sex for a whole entire year and a half? Have you been there before? No, no, no. So you can't speak on it, bruh. I'm sorry. This is for motherfuckers who were undesirable at one point in his life. He can speak on it. Other than that, man, see your way out of this motherfucking conversation, bro. See your way out of it because you can't speak on it. You don't know what it is to be undesirable. You don't know what it is to be getting 100% nose in your face. You don't know what it is to go a year and a half without sex or any offers from females. You don't know what it is to be like turned up like a female would turn her nose up at you when she see you, or she would like run to the bathroom to like avoid you and shit, bro. And it's not just one female or two, three or four, five females. It's all females don't like you, bro. All of them, all of them, every single one don't like you, bro. And you approach all day long, and you get nothing, zero, scratch. Now, now the thing is, it makes some like dudes violent, okay, and then sometimes it doesn't. You know, you got the cool dudes who don't get pussy. It don't make them violent, you know what I'm saying? But there's some men that get really violent, and mostly men get violent. Most men get violent when they're not getting intimacy from females. You know, because they feel like, man, this whole entire world don't love me, man. I might as well blow this motherfucker up. That's how this motherfucker, the bomber in Nashville, thought, blood. He thought in his head, he was like, man, nobody give a fuck about me. Nobody wants to be around me. I'm old and I'm weird. Females don't want to give me the time of day. I can't get a wife. I can't get no girlfriend. I might as well blow this motherfucker up. That's how he felt, blood. He thinking in his head like, man, it's over for me anyway. I ain't got nothing to live for. And that's a dangerous motherfucker. A motherfucker who don't got nothing to live for, that's a dangerous motherfucker, blood. When he ain't got nothing to lose, that's a dangerous motherfucker. And he become a bomber. He gonna blow some shit up. That's all. He just gonna blow some shit up because you know what? These bitches treat him like shit. The whole entire world treats him like shit. Nobody wants to be around him. No, everybody hates him. And he get these, you know, when he approach females, he get these like this disgusted look from them all the time. Going like, ew, look at this man. He's nasty. Ooh. You know, even women around his age don't even want him. So I'm saying, everybody, like I said, everybody needs love. Everybody needs to be wanted. Everybody needs to be wanted, bruh. Everybody needs love. Everybody needs a hug every now and then. A kiss from a female. Tender, loving care. So I'm saying, you know, tenderness. Okay? We need that in your life, blood. You need it. And if you don't get it, it makes you bitter as hell, bruh. I'm telling you. When you don't get that type of love in your life, when you don't get love, when you don't get companionship, you know, you just, I'm telling you know, some of these millionaires, they have women in their lives. Of course, a lot of these females are fake, but still, they still giving you that tenderness, the kisses and stuff that you need as a man. See what I'm saying? It's not healthy to go without that, bro. Now, if you're on your purpose and you ain't bothered with no girls or nothing, you just chilling or whatever, if you're on your purpose and you go a few years without women, that's fine. But we talking about 5, 10, 15, 20 years without women, blood, without a woman, without a kiss, without sex, without intimacy. It just turns you into a weird, strange motherfucker. A weird, strange, lonely, love deprived motherfucker, bruh. And that's what's wrong. That's what happened with the bomber, bruh. He needed some love from a female, man. That's all he needed with some companionship and a relationship. He wouldn't have been out there bombing no man. He'd been getting some draws, bud. He'd been fucking. He'd been out there. He would never been bombing nothing. When last time you seen on the news where the newscast people were going around interviewing the dude's girlfriend or something, or his wife, and she was up on the news saying, "I don't know what wrong with him." Nah, that never happened. All the motherfuckers that was going around bombing shit, who was going around running over people with their fucking vans and shit. All these motherfuckers didn't have no girlfriends or no wives, nothing. They didn't have nothing, bruh. Look at what's his name? Um Forgot that incel, that guy name. Look at him, bruh. He had some emotional problems, or he had some type of like mental issues, some entitlement issues, but you know, he wasn't getting no intimacy from females. He probably wasn't even getting any females flirting with him. Okay? I'm not going to mention his name, but you guys know what I'm talking about. He's the biggest, most popular incel that ever died. Okay? If he would have had a girlfriend, you think he would have been out there blowing some shit up, bro? I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. You think that, you know, if females would have gave him a time of day, you think he would have been blowing some shit up? When this internet shit start taking off, all these like violent shit start happening to like the public, mainly females. Okay, when this internet shit start taking off, the social media and shit like that, that's when more violent shit going to start happening, bro. I'm telling you, dudes are not getting pussy or they're not getting draws on the regular. Motherfuckers gonna start dying, man. And that's just the way it is, man. Ugh. But I gotta go, man. It's an hour stream. You know. You guys have a good day, man. Happy New Year. Stay up, blood, and stay up, man. And you know, just remember what I said, man. Every man needs love, man. We all need love, blood. It keeps us sane. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying marry a bitch and love her and shit like that, but I'm saying just tender, loving care, bro. You know what I'm saying? Love from a female, intimacy. You know, we all need that, bro. Every man needs that. You guys have a good day. Subscribe, like, comment. Oh yeah, he brought his name up. Yeah, yeah, him. That's right. ER. ER. Yeah, he's the guy. Okay, you think he would have fucking like if he would have had a girlfriend or even a wife, you think he was out there blowing some shit up? Nah, man. These dudes are sexually deprived, bro. They love deprived, intimacy deprived. That shit does something to a man, bro. I don't care what nobody says. It does something to you. Some of you normies and you Chads, you ain't gonna understand, bro. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna understand. You don't understand. It's like two different languages. We speak two different languages. But thank God I'm a normie. At least I get something. You guys have a good day. Subscribe, like, comment. I'm out.